Mm. Oh, hold on. They're getting into bans. Hold on. They're getting into bans. All right, so SK Gaming opens up with Zillion ban. I guess is that what support Zillion because of kissing, and then Silas being banned away. I guess because you're against your blue team, and then on the red side they have Lissandra Lucian. Lissandra being banned away is really weird by Reds. See, this is the thing that I criticize my own current team for, right? Is when as a red team you feel obligated to ban Lissandra just because it's so good. Oh my god, Karthus gets through. All right, so when people can actually play Karthus, there's never a universe where you let it through. And the other thing is, banning Galio is weird because if they first pick Galio, you can just respond Callista Thresh, or you can respond Draven Thresh, and then if they go Callista Galio, then it doesn't matter all that much. Ezreal's picked up here, but I don't know too much about Western teams, but what I do know is that Western Ezreals tend to suck. And now Thresh is being picked up. Actually, no, and it's being swapped to Braum. But the Braum's really weird because Braum requires to go up against a certain type of team composition. Otherwise, Alistar is a better pick blind because Braum has two modes. He has the engage mode and he has the disengage mode. And he also offers unique aspects against certain team compositions that require poke or they require some sort of a pick. And so in that regard, he's versatile, but the problem is that when you're going in blind, Braum has a weakness given the fact that, again, he is versatile. So if you play team compositions that work directly against him, showing this type of stuff that early on is really bad. But nonetheless, it doesn't actually look like SK wants to punish the bottom lane picks, and they just actually go with Kai'Sa and Alistar. But really, it's really confusing to me why they wouldn't just lock Callista Thresh here, I guess, for bot lane Kingdom, because then you make Ezreal go Iceborne Gauntlet, and then he can't get any magic resist for Karthus, so you have massive kill potential, level 6 through 9 down in bottom lane. And now it gets to the second phase, and Zoe is being picked up by Excel, and so now they're banning LeBlanc, but you don't have to ban LeBlanc because Karthus doesn't want LeBlanc on his team. Especially not with all the magic damage on Kai'Sa and Alistar, so this is a really bad ban by Excel. If you're actually worried about something, I guess in mid lane you would just ban Yasuo against Zoe if Pyrion's actually capable of playing it. And then depending on who the mid laner is, maybe you consider something like Talon, or you can ban Talon or you can ban Zed. But banning LeBlanc's really bad, and I'm really curious what they're going to end up banning again. They banned Syndra, so they could have just done Syndra Yasuo, and that would have been okay. And it sort of falls into the same exact thing, though, where you want SK to actually pick a Syndra, even though it's a lane counter, because as long as you're good at playing out around it and you get out of the lane, Zoe can suddenly go Mercury Treads because she doesn't have an obligation to have Pen because the enemy team can't build tank. And then she gets Mercury Treads and she gets Banshee's Veil. And then it makes it extremely difficult for Karthus to do anything. And then Ezreal likewise is able to go Mauve Malmortius and be impervious to Syndra and basically make her a non-factor later on into the game. They picked the Sejuani right now, which Sej is actually one of the worst champions in the game into Karthus. There are answers to Karthus. I'm not going to talk about them. But Sejuani is definitely up there in the top 3 absolute worst fucking picks you could ever do. So, not quite sure who the coach is on Excel, but it's not always the coach's job. To be honest, most coaches in the West don't draft. It's mostly a communication between players. Kennen ends up being picked up, even though there's not an obligation to have Kennen, and then they continue to actually stack magic damage, which I think is one of the stupidest things in the world. And so, interestingly enough, I actually think Mundo is pretty good here for Excel, as weird as that sounds. Mundo is absolutely fantastic. Basically, any tank that's going to be able to get a lot of magic resistance against this team, because the Karthus team composition, it has the ability to do Baron, but against a red side, Ezreal and Zoe, it's very why do you choose Renekton? Like, I don't even know what you're doing anymore. These drafts are fucking, I feel like I'm in CK again. I'm like, holy shit. Well, yeah, it's one of the worst drafts. This is one of the worst drafts that I've seen. out of both teams. You get Karthus this early on, and then you elect to go with this kind of a lane. It's just really, really confusing. So I don't know. Both parties don't seem to really know what they want to do here, so that's kind of sad. If the Renekton was just a Mundo, you basically have like 2 losing lanes, but as long as Sejuani is able to match counter gank, it doesn't matter if the enemy team gets ahead, because your wake up at 2 items is going to be so powerful due to the fact that they have more of a reliance on getting items, and they're not going to be able to damage you overall, like with the team composition. So I can't do the timer. Even that apparently is reportable. So all right. So we're about to get into the game. Oh yeah, let me just do a thing. Hold on. All right. Okay. Sorry. All right. So right now, Karthus is starting left-hand side. I think this is actually a poor start. I think maybe they're going to end up going counter-jungling one another. Karthus starts blue and then ends up doing Gromp. He transitions into right side Scuttle Crab. He's going to end up being spotted on this. Okay. He ends up smiting the Scuttle Crab. I think that's actually a very poor usage of smite. Sejuani, despite knowing that Karthus was actually doing the Scuttle Crab, because if the Scuttle Crab doesn't appear on the ward again, by the way, at 219 or something, the Scuttle Crab has been taken if you don't have the marker on it. So Sejuani actually does the 3-camp right-hand side, but now Karthus is transitioning into his full clear, so he's going to get better access to the rubber-banded camps. And Caedrel is going to have really poor usage of his red buff, and it doesn't really matter what Renekton's doing up in top lane. So, yeah. I can't screen cap the game timer. It's still copyrightable or whatever, or DMCA, and I just don't want to mess with it. Right now we are at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, Karthus is already on his golems, and Sejuani still hasn't finished hers. Oh, she just did. She's actually going to her Wraith camp now, but then she's going to transition into her Wolves, but she's already behind a lot on tempo compared to Karthus. Jeskla not having the best of times. If he ends up getting all of the CS, he's still going to be down 5. I like how Crown Shot and Dreams are moving down there at least. Yeah, Sejuani is just so slow. She hasn't even begun to do her Wolves as Karthus is about to path to his rubber band camp. So here's the issue with doing blue Gromp into Scuttle Crab is because you don't do your wolves until after the Scuttle Crab, you end up doing the Gromp, and then you have nothing to do. So if Expect ends up warding top lane right now, which it does look like he has a ward, Dreams is coming in here and actually getting intel that Sejuani still has not consumed her Wraiths or her wolves. And so now Selfmade's moving up, ends up seeing that the ward ended up expiring. And it's an interesting build. He actually goes Amp Tome, and then he gets a Sapphire Crystal, but the mana isn't really all that much important. Probably just a lot better to get a Dark Seal. Right here, obviously, Special must have came back to the lane with the control ward, which Pyrian knows about. So even though there's a wave coming in, they don't get the control ward because you can't account for exactly where Sejuani is. Cagel comes in now, clears out the control ward, but Selfmade should be able to eat the Gromp and now transition again Wolves, Wraiths into Golems. And then fortunately for him, he's actually rolling the RNG really well. He gets right side Scuttle Crab. So they're going to have a ward on him, but it looks like Zoe needs to try to get priority. I can't actually see bottom that well. You can see that there might be actually a fight here over the Scuttle Crab. Cagel can lose this. This is not the highlight. Thank you, Observer. Good cues. And they end up teleporting down Kennen, and this means that Werble, is that his name, is actually quite far behind now against the Renekton. He's going to end up missing out on a wave. Oddly, though, I wasn't totally seeing what's happening down in bottom, but when you know that the Scuttle Crab's coming up, I don't quite understand why Crown Shot doesn't recall to teleport back in and get priority so that his jungler can get the crab, especially when you know that the Sejuani already had consumed the Wolf Camp, and so she doesn't have it as a rubber band camp, which means that if she ends up committing to trying to counter jungle, oh, this is really, really cheesy by Cadrill. If he ends up trying to cheese the Scuttle Crab and failing, Karthus can then chase into the Gromp, and as long as Zoe is able to play Orianna is able to play right centric on the lane, Zoe can't move, and then Cadrill is forced to give up the Gromp again and then proceed to his Golems and his Wraiths, which isn't the best of situations because then Karthus gets to just recall and match him on the left side of the map. Is it Werble? I don't know. This would be really sad. Oh, Kennen can see that Renekton just got that, so I think it's impossible to make the gank work. As long as you're clicking on Renekton. As long as you have Renekton's thing up. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. That was one of the worst gank attempts in the entire planet. So, expect just recalls now. You should probably just get Hex Drinker with Merc Treads, and then it can proceed as normal. Alternatively, I guess you just go Merc Treads, and then you could just go Sterix with Merc Treads, and then just you get Adaptive Helm later because they have so much magic damage that is just consistent. So Werlib. I mean, people should probably have IDs that are able to be pronounced. I don't know. This is like, I blame Korean players when they do this too, and players on Ionia or from the LPL. It's just really strange. It's probably just pushing bottom. Cadrill coming over here, handing off the blue buff. This is actually a really, really bad handoff, and the reason that this is a bad handoff is because look at what's going to happen. So Special, he has a GLP 800 thingy. He's going to try to come back and shove the wave now, and Orianna's coming back off of a recall, and Orianna actually has Mercury Treads. And so now, watch Special back up and recall like he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, there it is. Nice blue buff. Nice blue buff. That was absolutely fantastic. You do not have teleport. So now Orianna gets priority on the lane. She's going to get chip damage onto the plate. You wasted the entire duration of the fucking blue buff, and it just doesn't matter. And now Karthus has complete freedom to go wherever he pleases because of your absolutely piss-poor management of the blue buff timing. So far, Excel not doing too well in this department. So now Karthus is going to get the Scuttle Crab on the right-hand side. Actually, I hate when Scuttle Crab does that when you're Karthus. Absolutely hate it. And so far, bottom lane is actually doing reasonably well. The reason that the gold score is as close as it is, despite the CS discrepancies in some play. Oh, you're dead. Man. Jesus. So Karthus is right-centric, and there's no vision left-hand side, and Pyrion's standing in the middle of the lane. So, it's pretty cool. Now they're trying to utilize the temporary priority in mid to make a roam up into top lane, where they can try to kill Werlib or Gerbil, whatever. I don't fucking know what his name is. Fuck this. They're not actually going to do it. Renekton has flash. Kennen has his ult too. And so if they know that they can't do this, they're wasting a lot of time, because they could have tried to wait for the incoming wave, shove it in, demand that Karthus comes to it, and then try to get plate damage. But instead, we're having a 1v1 up here in top lane. Okay. Yep. Turns out Karthus is really fucking bad when the enemy team is just stacking MR, or they're going to be able to get to stack MR. Nice. Now they're gonna do Pyrion. Come on over here. He has his ultimate available. And he's gonna actually manage to make them get off it, which is really interesting because Jeskla is right on the right-hand side, and you know that Pyrion doesn't have cleanse. So it's so surprising to me that they didn't just dance with the Herald and take a little bit more damage, even if you account for the fact that what's his name? Pyrion is going to maybe try to kill you, and that Kennen is potentially on the way. Right now I'm being watched by a Tibbers, so it's not really the greatest of situations. His Q is mistimed. Jesus. Mother of fucking Christ. Alistar doesn't have ult, but Alistar has flash. There's no reason for this to happen. He should be clicking better. Where? Nice. Great. Comedy Gold. Western bot lanes. Hi D Heisen 13. Thank you for subbing for 10 months. I actually just don't know how Karthus is supposed to deal damage later on. I really don't get it. It's not AD Kennen. Zoe fortunately though, Zoe's being a team player. Zoe ends up picking up Sorkpen boots instead of picking up Mercury treads. So Zoe's trying her best to try to throw. So what? The mystery, thank you for subbing for tier 1. Okay. They're going to end up getting this Herald, and I suppose that the lane that you want to use it in is mid, so that you can break open the utility, wave clear AP mid laners turret. I don't know what Expect's doing. He's zoning him off all the waves. The Black Cleaver is stupid as shit, because you're going to be the only one dealing physical damage. So I guess that itemizing is very difficult for pro players sometimes. He's going fucking Black Cleaver, and he's going to be the only one dealing physical damage to the enemy team. Because Ezreal is just going to go double tier so that he has the Seraph's Embrace, and he has the Gunblade for the sustain and whatnot against the Karthus in later stages. Just makes absolutely no fucking sense. I think Expect's actually about to kill Selfmade. What is Expect doing? What? Woo! This is some gameplay. Someone got the code? What was it? Wait a minute. Excel's winning right now. They're actually really far ahead because this Karthus is just not going to be able to fucking do anything. Jeskai controlling Kasing, able to get... Why would you eat the fucking Cloud Drake? Jesus. Whatever. Yeah, Black Cleaver completed for our lovely Renekton player. Because God forbid he just went like Titanic Hydra with Adaptive Helm and yada yada yada. Black Cleaver's so bad. It's just so bad. You don't need Black Cleaver. So bad. Ezreal does have Ice Sweaty. Ugh. Alright. So right now, nothing's really happening. Orianna has MR now, too. Spear of Sojourn first? No. I don't know what they're trying to do right now. They're getting... Oh, that was almost a really nice bubble by Special. He goes Ludens, and you can see that the magic resist stack is going to start happening soon. Sejuani has a Spectre's Cowl. If Zoe knows what's good for her, she goes Banshee's Veil next. You go Banshee's Veil, and, yeah. Titanic Adaptive is 0 CDR. So it is. But against Karthus, you take Null, Magic Orb, and Transcendence. So you get 10% there, and then you get 10% from the other runes so that you get 20%. It's not the end of the world. And then Adaptive gives 10% CDR too. I am currently at 16-12. I am seeing a team fight in the middle lane with no neutral objective up. Orianna hitting a multi-man ultimate. Expect getting right into the backline. Coming in here. Kennen dealing absolutely no fucking damage because everyone on the team has magic resist. Karthus not getting any kills whatsoever because SK Gaming have the best draft of the century. Like there's nothing going on here. Like, okay, you have priority lanes, which means that Karthus should be able to run a field day on Sejuani, but then there's no synergy with tempo timings relative to Sejuani's pathing. Let's take a look at this one more time. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a gander at this. So Dreams gets a 2-man knock-up right here. They get the Wall of Pain out, and then Orianna lands a reasonably okay ultimate. Expect with the Merc Treads and the Black Cleaver, apparently is just a god. Kennen goes in there with the Slicing Maelstrom. Does a lot of damage. Karthus starts to press R, but then he looks and hits tab and realizes, oh, wait a minute, everyone has fucking magic resist. So, this is all really cool. This is a really cool game. And I'm imagining that Zoe has the null magic orby thing from the blue tree. Maybe she doesn't, but she should if she has any idea what's going on. But SK's comp is so fucking... I stayed up for this. All right, I just had to tweet that this game looks over. So I was asking Atlas on the LCK broadcast, how does EU and NA games tend to end at like 25 minutes? Like, what actually happens that allows the game state to get to this point? And I guess I'm getting oh yeah, online timer. Can someone link me an online timer that I can just set? I think Excel's about to get a win though. I can't imagine a universe in which they lose this. So Sejuani should sit on Spectre's Cowl, and the Null Magic Mantle should actually go into Solari's Locket, and then Braum should get Redemption. I don't know what the fuck Braum's building, but Braum should get Redemption, and then Zoe built an Oblivion Orb, even though Oriana already showed her a Merc Tread. And, you know, I mean, it's very important to get that Oblivion Orb damage. You know, God fucking forbid they just can't actually damage you, so regardless of if they get onto you or not, you can just fucking bubble trouble them in the face and hit them with Paddle Stars point blank. But, you know what? You know, we gotta get the Oblivion Orb here. We gotta deal that a little bit of penetration damage here to the opposing team here, getting the Scuttle Crab, and now we're gonna go out and clear some vision as our Karthus continues to try to farm, and he's being forced to rush Void Staff second. I had a lot of games like this today. I had a lot of very fun games like this. This was very, very fun. What was the game where I had to go Void Staff second? Oh, I think this was it. We had a lovely team comp here. Oh, no, this wasn't it. Hold on. Void Staff second. Was this it? Love it. Galio and Jax. What was this one? I don't even know. Oh, yeah. Vladimir, Kaisa, Jax, Alistar. Absolutely love it. I love not being able to deal damage. Yeah, this is really fucking weird. Oh my god. I mean, I'm still watching the game. Oh, did someone link me? No. Where is it? Time. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I got a timer. Oh, I do. All right. Nice. Thank you. It's fucking advertising some burger right now. I'm not quite sure. Let's see here. Let's do 20. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's get ready. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. No. All right, hold on. Ready? Here we go. All right. So this is the timer for you guys to follow along with. All right. Nice. So right now, Braum ends up going damage because that's important. The pick comp for Ezreal and Zoe really need Braum's ultimate in order to get some more damage out there. So, you know, make sure to keep close attention. Dreams is looking to come in for a flank. Doesn't realize that his teammates are dead by the time he gets there. This is the saddest cow in the entire world. He's helping. Yeah, he's helping. Yeah, go and recall with the wolves. There we go. That was absolutely fantastic. Yep. Because right now, SK had a lot of business being up in the middle of mid lane. That was the important thing. They needed to get that 100 gold middle lane turret with there being no objective up on the map that Excel could currently get. Very important. Very important. Let's take a look here. I mean, I just don't even know what the hell they're trying to accomplish. Like, SK is trying to make some sort of, like, this ghetto-ass fucking play work, and it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They bring in Kennen. He can't do anything, because Kennen's a fucking shit champion in the first place. People are playing again because people are bored in top lane. They don't realize that Airy and Electrocute and Sudden Impact and fucking Cheap Shot and everything's been nerfed into the ground and that Kennen hasn't been picked competitively for a very, very long time, but some people get this bright idea that because they had some varying success with it in solo queue and can't actually account for the real reasons that made it good, they end up picking it in all leagues right now. It's a very, very sad time. So, Baron now completed, Spirit Visage completed as well for the Renekton. Adaptive Helm here for Sejuani. It looks like Locket of the Iron Solari going to be completed soon. Ezreal actually goes Sorkpen Boots, but he doesn't need to do that. It's completely unnecessary. You look at their itemization, they don't have any tanks. You just go Mercury Treads as well. There's absolutely no reason to go for the Sorkpen Boots on Ezreal. And then his next item of choice here should definitely just be a Hex Drinker. And there's no way that they can lose. Nice. Nice. Okay. What is Zoe doing? What? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They're gonna get the inhibitor turrets here, but oh no, they're only gonna get one. Oh, teleport now coming in actually. Who is that from? Kasing? Why the fuck did Kasing just TP? What? We just take another quick look at this team fight. This whole thing is just fought without Ezreal, and just look at how much damage they're just getting for free. My God. Zoe just inted right there. They end up picking up a third Clown Drake, and Infernal is going to spawn next. If the ultimate had just hit, Pyrion would have to use Cleanse. But nonetheless, Baron's going to be coming up in a little bit. 1k gold for free. Nah. Oh, that didn't hit anything. I'm just going to get the middle inhibitor. They should have had one person rotating up and top, though. They didn't need to get the inhibitor on this wave. They could have gotten it on the next one if they just took it a little bit slower. And they could have had the top wave crashing. So this is poor management of side lanes. Oh! Oh! Hello. Oh! Well, that was a exciting series of events. Nice. Nice, Twitch chat. Your mom's next to you? Well, if she didn't look, at least now she probably doesn't think that you're gay. Sounded like a girl, right? Guardian Angel for Renekton. I actually really, really like that. Zoe ended up picking up a Zanya's Hourglass. Okay. Cool. Not a Banshee's Veil. God forbid. God forbid you have magic resist. God fucking forbid that, huh? God forbid the one fucking thing they can do is try to get some sort of a weird wombo with Kennen, Orianna, Karthus. God fucking forbid you just have a little... God, who would want to slice half the damage away anyway? Kennen can't afford to rush Zanya's. Zanya's doesn't give enough damage, so even if he had it, if he engaged into the team, he would just end up being a sitting duck because he doesn't have enough damage to threaten to delete anyone. So he would come out of Zanya's and get popped. Yeah. This game's actually taking a lot longer than it should have. Baron's coming up in 25. Renekton is split pushing. Oh. Warble might end up dying here. Okay, drill. Oh, man. What are they doing? What the hell's this? Huh? Why is SK here? Look at Renekton. Look at Renekton. Look at the damage. Nice. Yeah, Karthus, press R. Look. Holy shit, pitiful. Oh my god, it looks like he's rank 1. Holy shit balls. I got a fucking DM self-made. Holy shit balls. Uh... Wait. Krugs. Alright, I just wrote fucking self-made a novel. Do you guys want to see it? Holy shit. I'll just fucking... Just wrote him a fucking novel. Said if you first pick Karthus, why do you continue drafting magic damage? Once they show you Ezreal Bomb, you just respond Callista Thresh and it's fine. Because then Ezreal, if itemizes Iceborne, gives you insane access in mid-game, then Kennen makes no sense rather than a Yorick or a Jace, and then allow mid-laner to just be whatever, but something of hybrid damage. Excel can't even damage draft themselves. They go Ezreal Braum up front, which makes zero sense because Braum is a two-part champion that isn't good that early into the draft, as it gives the opponent too much info and forces the direction of the comp too hard. Then they pick Zoe to go with Ezreal, which is fine, but Braum was already terrible. Then they ban LeBlanc, not a Zoe counter, and then Syndra, very bad for Karthus when he already has Kai'Sa himself, too much AP. Then they pick Sedge, one of the top 3 worst matchups into Karthus. Then you guys respond Orianna, Kenny, but in what universe will a Wombo ever deal damage to a team who can get 5 Merc Treads, Hestrinker, Null, Magic Mantle, Banshee on Zoe? Braum can't even itemize correctly, neither could Sedge or Renekton, still didn't matter for mid-game fights. Karthus won't ever do damage in situations like this. Very confusing how you guys knew about Sedge Wolves at level 1 at minute 4, that Kai'Sa doesn't TP for Prior when Orianna play right side lane pocket when Scuttle was coming up. Then if Sedge trolls at Crab, you know that she doesn't have Wolves. And only Gromp, and you can chase her into there and force her off it. Then you know that she has Krug Wraiths, and you just wrap top, matching her with superior rubber band camps and get +2 level, but your original opening is weak because the stunted wolf respawn is poor for the follow-up route. Sedge rooted poorly anyway, running to the Scuttle, even though 219 passed, which is the game timer. So, yeah. He will read it. He's already replying, so alright, I'm just talking to him. Oh man. Hold on, we're talking. Okay, alright. No, I'm not gonna. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. All right. We will do one more. What's coming up next? What game is up next? We have 58 seconds. And then I really do have to go to sleep. I really, really do have to go to sleep after this. I gotta charge my phone. My battery died. Did anyone get this? All right. Oh, wait. Let me ask a question. Wait. We're still talking. I feel bad for Selfmade. Let me thank subscribers. Oh shit, we got quite a lot. Make me $5. Does liking Ellis commentary make me boosted? I don't know what that means. Dorkinator 2, Ita, Tyler Sick, Windfall 2, Nogzy, You Never Beat Me, Coach Korea Boo, Nepo Nen 1337, Zaruk EU, Monotoned, Weisel WTFX, Deheisen 13, Demystery Zealot 99, Noxian Might 420, Miyuki 1209, It's Klex Hidden 82, Daya $4. This EU itemization is calling a noose to my neck. How are these players pro? Balthazar 228, Memento VV, J Snacks, Cost 7, Profian Dress X. Thank you guys all for subbing. Thank you Cast 7 for 23 months, 26 total. I mean, the other thing is I don't know. Jizuki's sick. Wait, does this mean that they have what's going on here? I don't know if anyone got this. I'm just gonna give out the code. All right, here. It was KRN. This is the EU West. Nice. I'm not allowed to watch LEC on stream. All right. Radio is strong as ever. What? Fly it, string it, kite. Spotify and YouTube, radio. Thomas is the one. Neo from The Matrix. What is this? This is Vitality versus, this is Vitality. By the way, how do you guys like the new BBQ potential designs? These might be the new jerseys. We're not entirely sure yet. Did I have this one already? No. Not that one. The gray one is insane. I want to change this one. You ready for what? You ready for the management's recommendation? Ready? Here we go. Welcome to Burger King. How may I take your order? KFC. Holy shit. Holy shit. Nice. All right, let's see. No. Can the BBQ be red? What do you mean? Anyone? No, we didn't get any new subs. How many, let me check how many Anivia skins I gave out today. I gave out 3 NA, and then I just gave out 2 EU. So I gave out 5 out of 25. Maybe I'll give away 1 more EU before the conclusion of this. Is that all green screen? That room? That's weird. Howdy, y'all. Nice. I can't wait to watch NA. NA will be the highlight. Oh, did you guys see this earlier? Nice. Nice. Ulted them into the next game. I pressed R. That was the talent. All right, so we're about to get into a vitality. All right. Nice. Alright, we're good. What, the last three the last three games should be good. I can't watch the last three because, I have to cast LCK tomorrow. This is my first time doing LEC commentary for the 2019 split. How much of a cringe lord is Genius? What? Tomorrow I believe that I'm with Atlas. I'm with Atlas both days. No, I don't see this as practice for my casting. Do you see the can't cast with Papa? We're both color casters. What is that beard? What? Oh, they all use the same mouse pad. That's really cool. Oh, do they all use the same keyboard and mouse? Yeah, I'm a color caster for LCK. Can we just get into the draft already? Hello? All right, we're about to get into the draft. Wait, Janair tomorrow? Is that the schedule? Wait. No, wait, really? Please tell me that they're first. Wait. NA lol. Ah, fuck. LCK lol esports. Hold on. LCK. No! The last set. I don't get home until 1 a.m. Oh my god. No. No. Sunday. Alright. Okay. Alright. We got Genji Hanwha. That's first. That's fine. Kingzone Dragon X versus SK Telecom T1, aka Tyler 1. Now. Can we just get into the draft already? Holy fuckballs. You got any subs? Let's take a gander here. AMK, thank you for subbing Twitch Prime for 2 months. Nalimros, Zealot99, Demystery, Nogzy, New Shakur 1, Toadless, that's it. Oh, someone donated 3 days ago. I didn't even stream 3 days ago, right? Oh, no, I did. All right, Polico, thank you for tier 1 for 16 months. Can we... I'm getting real mad here. Again, all the Janair series. What would you do if I sang out of tune?
God, I bet my car looks elegant going through this scenery.
Oh, you look cold! Hammond's lap's going well.
Oh my god, Sky has insane emotes. Holy shit. That's actually pretty sick. Let me DM him really quick. Oh my god, start the game. Where is Ganked by Mom now? What do you mean Sky's annoying? What? He's in Turkey? Really? Kreesick252, give me your Twitch Prime. KPC Zombie, you too. Come on, buddy. Get that legendary skin shard. Centauro1, yeah, you too. Yeah, thank you, KPC Zombie, for giving me your Twitch Prime. Comfy Toast, don't you try to hide from me. I see you fucking coming in here flaunting that blue background with the white crown. You too, Coffee Abuser. Step right up. Culpability? How about subability? Thank you, KPC Zombie. 12 months. ZXZZXZ. Absolutely, I can. God damn it. Thank you, Kezia444. You already used yours. Well, get the credit card running. What the... Hello? Musanji. Come on, you too, buddy. God damn, you guys are fucking selling out. Thank you, Nasser Runes, for subbing with Twitch Prime. BBQ VODs are available on Africa TV. Zeev asks, should I sub? Yes. Yes, you should. Oh my god, they're still delaying. All right, I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna BRB. If they're not started by the time I'm back, I will give out another Anivia. No, if they did start by the time I'm back. Thank you, Misanji, for subbing with Twitch Prime. You hungry? No. I can't walk. Hold on, Twitch chat. Oh. Oh my god. Alright, they didn't start. There is a lot of fucking Twitch Primes in chat taunting me right now. Holy shit. Alright. Gonri, Sork, Musanji, Sharksaw, ZV. Thank you guys for subbing. Nope, it's not starting now. You guys lied to me. Son of a periwinkle. Didn't start yet. Thank you, Nainez, for subbing with Twitch Prime. The hell? Thank you, Coriel, 1 for subbing with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Panda ATV, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Vargasaurus asks me, have you ever considered fighting games, LS? Absolutely not. Have you ever considered subbing to my channel? And if you say no, god damn it. You'll pay 500 for a code. Nope. LS Pepega? Yeah. Funniest once? What is that? You have considered it? Nice. Nice. The current TSM? I haven't watched them. I'll probably watch NA for the first time this weekend. Is it tomorrow the NA comes on? Is it tomorrow after the LCK cast? Still didn't start yet. Subbing to LS when his emotes are free. God damn it. Oh, let's see. Big Bad Blue, How to Morgue. Thank you guys for both subbing. Can you explain the 30% CDR Frozen Heart? The item is almost never built. It doesn't serve the same purpose that it once did because there's such more access to casted abilities and a lack of reliance on just straight up auto attack based champions. But then in addition to that, the way that the game has evolved, it seems fundamentally weak. But I think that adding something like that to it would potentially actually make it come back. Still not ready yet. All right. Are they ready yet? God damn it. If this actually doesn't start before 4:20, I'm going to have to leave because I need sleep before LCK. Oh, they still haven't started. Wait, who beat G2? Oh, Origin, right? The draft didn't start yet. Draft still did not start. Thank you, Ronduin, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Thank you, 1-2, I'm bad at Ash 1-2. Give me 3 great mid laners for gold. Annie, Andy, and Anne. Those are the best 3 I could ever recommend you. Rich9915. It starts in 3 minutes. Do you know what also happens in 3 minutes? You sub with that Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, good sir. You too, Fat Dynamite. Thank you, ZeroTank44 for subbing with Twitch Prime. You too, Dizzy Visuals. I'm trying to gobble these all up. I'm like fucking hungry hippo right now in Twitch chat. I see these blue backgrounds with the white crown, and I'm just trying to fucking eat them all. You too, Triple Beam. Yeah, thank you. The Ginger Pond you. How's Cossidon and Platt? I'll tell you if you sub. It's Kanzi. Shit. Thank you, Ruchin, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Eric Shang, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Hey, Lexia7. Hello? Fucking pay-to-win streamer. Alright, Eric Chong. Costin is not good in Platinum now. Thank you, Rich9915. That wasn't quite 3 minutes. Lexia7, give me that Twitch Prime. You too. I'll sub if you say that my champ is good. What champ is that? You think I wouldn't fucking tell you that your champ's good for a fucking Twitch Prime? Absolutely, I would. Thank you, Fat Dynamite, for subbing with Twitch Prime. Alright. What else is there? There's Pomok EU West. He calls me a sellout. What he needs to do, though, is he needs to become a sell-in. You know what I'm saying? And just hurry up and give me the Twitch Prime. What are your thoughts on Akali buffs next patch? They don't address what is preventing her from coming back, which means she just needs healing. Triple Bean, thank you for subbing with Twitch Prime as well. All right, we're almost getting them. I would sub, but I cannot use my free Prime sub somehow. Well, that doesn't make sense. Zoe One Trick, count to 100 and I'll sub. Okay. I better get a few subs for this, actually. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, thank you. I didn't skip 40. No, I did not. What? Start again. Nice. Dracosa9, I'm by Steba97. Heart 2665, Zoe One Trick, Pucklesun, Triple Beam, Ruchin, the Ginger Pond EU. Thank you guys all for subbing. Okay, we are in the ban phase. They open with Irelia first. It's responded to by Zoe, which makes no sense. Jace and then Draven. Yasuo's banned away after Zoe was already banned away. That doesn't make any sense at all. Lucian also banned away. Ezreal is open, not going to be picked up. They first picked Jarvan the 4th, which I think is a really bad pick overall, because it shows your hand way too fast. It's basically so think about this as like drafting in TCGs. It's picking a card that needs a lot of archetype support. It's like pack one, pick one, and you end up picking like the Merfolk Lord or something. And there's nothing else there's so many other good things in the pack that are just splashable and flexible. But you don't know that it's maybe that's a poor example. Anyways, Kaisa and Rek'Sai picked up on the side of Misfits, and then a response of Rise Tom Kench. So I really don't know what is going on here. They're hovering Zed right now. There's a Rise and there's a Tom. And if you end up going Zed here, it's actually not the worst thing in the world to do the Righteous Glory Rise or the Seraph's Embrace. Yeah, Seraph's Embrace, Frozen Heart, right? Yeah. Korean defensive armor build. Instead, Misfits ends up locking in the Orianna. It could be a Rise mid, so we'll see. Now they go into the second ban phase. I guess you just you ban away Ezreal because you have a short-range team composition that has a lot of reliance on an engage right now. Instead, they're banning away the Elise, I guess, assuming that the Jarvan is top lane. But the Elise isn't something that really stands out to me all that much. And the reason for that is because if you have Elise, Ryze, and Tom on the same team with the J4, they're all extremely short range. You could probably just go Cassiopeia top lane at that point, and then it becomes a nightmare for them to actually do anything. You have a heavy reliance on Baron, though, and Orianna getting to 4 items. Soraka now is being banned away, I guess, because the Tom Kench is there. But this doesn't mean that there's still not other abusive supports that can be picked. LeBlanc is now banned away, which is another really interesting target. But maybe this is actually just focused at specifically a player. Again, I don't really know the players all that much, but LeBlanc at least seems like poor bans when you already have Ori. Well, at least because of their team comp, and then when you already have Ori. And Yorick is banned away last, which is surprising that he didn't actually get picked by either team, but right now there is a Jinja. Why are you hovering Urgot? I will say that Urgot isn't the worst pick in the world if you can make it to mid-late game, if you can get out of the laning phase, which I assume that if it's a top Jarvan, you should be able to. But if it's an Aftershock Rise or a Phase Rush Rise, you shouldn't be able to get out of laning phase up in top lane. It should actually be way too brutal with the nerfs because this is patch 9.4. Sylas is being hovered right now. Makes no sense. You can't really... I mean, the Rek'Sai ultimate is sort of whatever. Kaisa ultimate is whatever. Urgot ult is obviously really, really powerful. Orianna ult, you can't really utilize it, so I don't totally understand what's going on there. They're hovering Sona right now, but we have to see the ADC locked in here. They end up rounding out the comp with a Jinx, so they're going to have 4 extremely aggressive short-ranged damage dealers up front, and then try to protect the Jinx with Thomas Kench. And on the flip side, Misfits now, Gorilla is hovering his Thresh. Does give another target for the Orianna ball. And I just realized that Karthus made it all the way. Holy shit. Neither team picked Karthus. Woo! Well. Okay, Rakan just got picked. So, Misfits drafts,
I think Misfits draft's actually quite bad. They have losing top. They have they have losing top lane. They have even mid lane. They have Kai'Sa. Enemy team has Jinx. This is just it's a very uncomfortable draft to try to assess, I guess. So basically, if the Orianna team composition doesn't get ahead, there's so many insurance policies on the side of Vitality. With the Sylas, even though he doesn't have that many great ultimates that he's able to use, he still does have the Urgot one. I do think that he's a bad champion, but I think what makes him bad isn't likely being abused in NA or EU. Although there has been the new Chovy build, which is basically the Tank Echo build, where you just don't go Proto Belt or anything stupid like that. You just go Rod of Ages, Iceborne, Spirit Visage. I think that that's really good. Yeah. If the Orianna team composition falls behind, I think that there's realistically no recovering. They do have a very good ability to defend their tier 2 turrets. It's not like Vitality can just turn on and suddenly just dive turrets, but it's going to be very difficult. Vitality does have a little bit of more of a reliance on Baron than the other team. Okay. So we're already starting things off here. And corrupting potion on Rise and mid lane. I'm getting DM'd again. Oh shit, I forgot to... Oh my god, hold on. Nice. I hit it. I got it just on time. Nice. Thank you, Zura1, for subbing. So Rek'Sai starts red. Mowgli starts red as well. He's taking quite a bit of damage from that. So Mowgli has a smiteless leash. And it looks like he's advancing now down to the bottom half of the map. And I feel like the sweeper gives away that Jarvan's here, so it doesn't matter. That's a good ward by Gorilla. And now Mowgli is coming into the blue. And meanwhile, Maxlor is getting the golems up at the top, so he's going to have that XP going for him. Mowgli's kiting fine. Then he'll be able to turn this around and try to get the Scuttle Crab. He ends up smiting even though Maxlor isn't around. There's no reason to just blow the smite like that. You can just let it charge up and actually use it for something that's going to damage you, like the Wraiths or something. Now Maxlor is moving to the left-hand side. He's going to end up being spotted on a ward. I actually can't see Ryze's current priority. But it does look like J4. Yeah, so Ryze is actually really fine on priority. Febiven's mana management is really bad. He also has Doran's Ring, which is a poor starting item against Ryze. And the reason that it's a poor starting item is because that item is something that you do when you want to duel, when you want to skirmish and try to trade with them. But it's counterproductive to trade with the Ryze early on. And the reasoning for that is because he already has just incentive to recall and get his tier. So you end up going Doran's Ring, and it just doesn't really provide that much for you. So the Corrupting Potion gives you so much more sustain, and as long as you manage your mana correctly and you're willing to take some turret damage, Ryze will end up TPing back regardless, and then you can just you're basically fighting 1.5 lanes worth of a Ryze. And as long as your jungler's on the same page, then it's not the end of the world. So you basically don't even try to really do too much to him. You let Ryze attack himself. You play the lane to attack his mana pool. So that's why the Doran's Ring, I think, is a really bad choice. But anyways, Wolves now being started for J4. And Jarvan doesn't actually have any rubber band camps coming up. So in that regard, Maxlore has some stuff going for him because he's going to have the golems and the wraith that'll rubber band a lot faster than Jarvan. And then Jarvan also didn't eat his Gromp, which I find a little bit perplexing. Because that's going to be level 1 now for a long time. He's spending time right now eating the wraiths. This is very, very passive. Can't see bottom lane right now, so I don't know if they're actually setting this up correctly for him, but it doesn't look like he's interested in doing it anyway. He'll probably just end up okay. So Jack Troll comes over here. They're going to clear out the ward. I actually think this is almost set up very well. Almost. As long as they don't let the lane crash, and then Jarvan can actually just come into bottom. Maxlore's looking for a coin flip in top lane. You see Rek'Sai. Okay. Shouldn't flash until maybe Maxlore flashes, but I guess it's not something that you want to risk. And now when they end up seeing Rek'Sai and they hit tab, they know exactly where Rek'Sai is able to go for the next couple of minutes. So Jarvan actually didn't end up going bot. He recalls, he gets red smite with Ruby. And now Saken, I don't know how to say his name. Pushing in mid lane, he's going to get the bounce back in mid as well. He has very low mana, but doesn't matter, he's recalling. I believe this is Cannon Wave. So right now, mid lane state for Misfits, not the best. Executioner's calling now for Urgot. Up there in the top lane, they end up finding Maxlore. And now Mowgli does not really seem to care. Orianna is right-centric, and so Mowgli is just going to end up donating a control ward. Zombie ward ends up persisting. There's not a sweeper trinket, and I think that Mowgli wants to play around the false vision security. And see, this lane up here was actually just pushing into Cabochard, and Soaz doesn't have teleport. So the really weird thing here is you would think that when the lane is pushing into you, unless someone can get me a clip really quick, if the lane's pushing into you and your jungler's in close proximity, you would let it come all the way in, and then you would kill him. So that's really strange. Okay, and that's going to be Urgot dying. Yeah, Fear Beyond Death. Urgot's a terrible fucking champion now. And here we go, Mr. Thomas Kench down here on the right-hand side. Now it's going to be Clown Drake's going to be the first dragon of the game. Rise, I don't know what Jack Troll's doing. I really don't know what Jack Troll's doing. Really don't know what he's doing. He's just messing. I don't know what the hell Maxlore's doing. He just placed a control ward right in front of them. Jarvan's almost here. This is super bad. Orianna has Prio, but Rise is just so much stronger. Yeah, they're just going to get completely forced off. Okay, hold on. Hansama's here. No teleport on Silas. And Attila took a really bad angle. That's really sad. Attila took a really fucking boosted angle. Had he approached from the right-hand side with chompers and stuff, and if Rise was willing to... Like, this is an extended trade where Misfits can't win. Misfits can't win that extended trade. Regardless, Febriven's going to get the blue buff now. He's also doing the double Dark Seal thing. I think that that's really stupid. I think that a lot of people don't totally understand why you do double Dark Seal. I think that a lot of people are just doing it because pros are doing it and whatnot. Here, Mowgli ended up having to flash up in top lane on the replay. But I really think that the double Dark Seal thing is really poor in lanes where you cannot get permanent priority on the shove. So like for champions like Galio and Lissandra, it makes a lot of fucking sense. And even Zoe in, certain matchups, it ends up just being really good. But in matchups where you actually can't contend with the wave clear, it doesn't really do anything, especially if you don't have the corrupting potion or even a refillable potion to make better use of the Dark Seal passive and whatnot. So as is getting ass blasted up in top lane. Rek'Sai is just falling further and further behind here, and now Cabochard's going to be able to get yet another plate. And I think that when Silas is getting this far ahead, as well as the Jarvan, I can't imagine how Misfits are going to have an easy time trying to come back into this. There's a Tremor Sense that ends up spotting... Oh, he can't actually get anything there. Just getting some really good vision down right now. I think this is really good by Cabochard. And it looks like Attila, Attila and Jack Troll have a relatively good lane state right now, down there in bottom. Oh. And blue is picked up and secured by Seiken, and now they know where Mowgli is, but it just doesn't matter because he's so far behind in priority right now, Max Flores. And now with Rise with the blue buff, it's not really going to matter. Oriana's going to run out of fuel, but she does have the Lost Chapter. Rise does have TP though, so hyper-extended trades resulting in the loss of HP for both players is advantageous to Rise. You can see that Febiven making the most out of his blue buff still, able to convert it into a plate. Rise ended up TPing. He's going to teleport back to the lane right now, and the blue buff is going to expire. It's just doing a little bit more poke onto Seiken. Seiken should run up in the lane. He shouldn't. He should not allow the wave to just operate like this. He should chase the Oriana and try to get intel on where she could possibly be going. Soaz is very scared right now. Mowgli is coming back up into top lane. Soaz backs up. Mowgli ends up killing a ward. And now they're initiating a lane swap, and I actually really like this by Misfits. I do really, really, really like this. They end up getting a plate, I think. So I think that that's 4 plates now in top lane for the Sylas. And unfortunately, the Sylas is building really bad. He's built... What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm up, 4 plates here in top lane with, 30 CS lead and an Urgot that has absolutely piss poor items. He can't even get to a black cleaver before 20 minutes if he's lucky, Bottom lane's got, they got some priority and, they got the push and, my jungler's a little bit ahead right now. But, let's pull up Thomas here, let's try to make this play happen. Yeah, we can see the Rakan right here. We know the Rek'Sai is here too, but let's get right on top of that Urgot, calling little Thomas Kench right here. Thomas Kench not really able to help anyone, and would you look at that? Everyone ended up dying real quick right there. Thomas Kench eats Jarvan, doesn't really matter because, this whole fucking fight was a goddamn catastrophe. Febiven, being able to match the little roam there by Seiken. Seiken ends up, shooting a gorilla. Harambe, rest in peace, but, what the fuck, man? Holy shit. There is zero reason to ever take a fight. It is such a high variance play. Misfits didn't do that well, and neither did Vitality. Like, both of them could have performed better mechanically. And even if you make the argument, oh, well, if we just do this better, it's really free, or yada, yada, yada. No. Requires the opponents to fucking handshake. The fact that you're looking for it in the first place is the really big concern. Oh, my God. All right. Well... Vitality had a really, really, really big advantage. It's also really sad that Cabochard doesn't know how to itemize on Sylas. Sad times. Sad times. Luden's Echo almost going to be completed here. I mean, the game should have been over, but now, now we got a game on our hands again. Sorry. Eat the Wraiths. Jarvan's not going to eat them. Jarvan has to go to Golems after he's done skirmishing down in bottom here. Hello? What are they doing? Huh? Alright, whatever. Also, what is the point of taking, no, whatever. What's the point of taking Electrocute on Jarvan if you're going to go Cinderhulk?
Why not just press the attack or take Conqueror or something? I don't get it. Oh no, this is 9.4, the hotfix, right? Why not just press the attack? Okay. So Vitality ends up getting the first turret of the game. Okay. Vitality are still like, okay, after everything is said and done, they get the turret up in top lane. They have a lot of plates inside them. Everything's okay. I mean, first Drake being Clown Drake is really good for, I guess, both teams. If you look at it from Vitality's perspective, they don't want to just take the Clown Drake. If you look at it from Misfits' perspective, if they're behind, they don't really care if a Clown Drake is taken. They do they do have the Rift Herald, but there's no plates available. Silas still in bot lane. Jinx and Thomas are rotating to mid now. So Seiken ends up getting the blue. Is that fucking Ionian boots on Ryze? What? How is this happening? Why does Ryze get a blue buff and run to a top lane that has no objective? Why is he trying to go top and just push instead of getting and fixing priority in mid? Why not guarantee that the enemy team can't use Herald and wait for the wave to come back into you top lane rather than having to forcefully approach it and fucking pray to the gods that nothing happens elsewhere? Anyways, we'll take another quick look at this. Look at the mini-map. Look at where Ryze is. Right? He's up in top lane. There was even a Gromp that I guess maybe could have been eaten after. Jarvan shouldn't even be here. Neither should Tom or Jinx, right? Because there's Gromp, there's Wolves. Those need to just be eaten. Ryze should actually be in mid lane with his team. And if you want to put Jinx somewhere, I mean, I just don't even get it. I don't quite understand. So Misfits are actually still in the game now. These games are very active, though. I'm very surprised. Like when you watch LCK games or something, it's very, very, very slow because of how much vision and lack of coin flips there is. And I think that's something that people don't realize that is going on, is that a lot of these fights and stuff that are breaking out that prove to be advantageous for one team or another, oftentimes it's objectively poor play to be there in the first place, like this right here. Like I'm not quite following. Okay, well, I'm not quite following why Vitality. Oh, that really sucks. He would have killed Soaz. Oh wait, maybe he still kills him. Oh, okay. What is going on? You can't flash the ult. Woo! I love this. Okay, so Ionian Boots, Saris Embrace. This is actually probably a Righteous Glory Rise game, to be honest. Oh man. So like when we're watching this replay, ask ourselves, what is Vitality trying to accomplish here? Do they really want to commit for the Cloud Drake? Do they feel compelled to try to get vision on behind Misfits blue side jungle for a Cloud Drake? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but then right here he flashes, but that's sort of whatever. Really, really surprised though. Jarvan managed to dodge that. Jinx ult ends up whiffing too. Misfits are still behind. Silas gets another turret. Silas's build's really fucking terrible, though, so I guess that's the upside. He should have done the tank echo build. Roa, Spirit Visage, Iceborne Gauntlet. Okay. Only a 1k gold lead right now. 1.3k for Vitality. The issue though is that they have better scaling on their team comp. And it's a lot more difficult to pilot the Misfits comp if you guys are behind in summoner spells. So, like, they rely so heavily on Urgot and Rek'Sai having flash. So, it's a lot easier if you're Vitality in this spot in order to win the game. It looks like Rod of Ages is being built now on Rise. So he's going for Seraph's Embrace Roa with Ionian Boots. He's losing in CS, which I guess is a byproduct of the stuff that happened early on. It's really sad that Soaz is able to be this close to Silas. It should have been a lane in which Urgot should never have been allowed to approach anymore. This is just really, really sad. Will I ever go on Listen Loco? People have asked him in his Twitch, and he says, yeah, I'll invite him, but Loco will not invite me to a show anymore. Not after the world stuff that happened. Told him the actions speak louder than words, and, you know, I guess I mean, what ended up happening was what I said in one of our last Discord calls. Oh, the show's completely fine. Right now, Misfits clearing out Vision, top half. Silas still in bottom doing Silas things, but his build sucks. Like, imagine right now if he had Roa, Iceborne. Oh my god. Be so much better than this fucking Zanya's proto belt garbage. Hi, Ravage ZZZ. Thank you for subbing tier 1 for 2 months. Listen Loco, the show that he does with Thorin. This build's bad because it doesn't do anything. It gives him very little HP. He can get the CDR from other items. He can get more value from other items. He gets better healing from the Spirit Visage. He gets better resistances. This build comes online a little bit sooner, but you're not picking Silas to come online soon. It's really stupid. Spirit Visage, Roa, Iceborne Gauntlet, Zanya's. You get 40% CDR. And you get insane damage, insane stick potential, insane sustain and healing. It's just so much better. Tank Silas got nerfed this patch? No, he didn't. It wasn't a nerf. I mean, it's a nerf, but it's not a nerf. It doesn't change that build is still better and able to do more than this build can. And Fennel Drake coming up is pretty scary, I guess, for both teams. Although due to the way that... Rek'Sai seems to be itemizing, actually, full AD. So I think, actually, it's more beneficial for Misfits. Because, like, Silas doesn't have the highest of ratios, and then Jarvan is Cinder Hulk and fucking... See, this is the thing that I mean. I don't know why Mowgli went Electrocute on Jarvan. Seems so anti-synergistic with the role that he's trying to fulfill on his team. This works mid since... What do you mean? Yeah, Roa into Iceborne... Roa into Iceborne, a Spirit Visage, into Iceborne, a Spirit Visage, and then Zanya's. Okay. Minute and a half until Drake. Looks like everyone is going to go into the Baron pit, and they're going to clear out the vision. They start the Baron. Rek'Sai Tremor Sense isn't going to see anything. I don't know what the hell Syken is doing. He's just taking insane damage. J4 EQs forward. Not going to find anything. Meanwhile, Soaz getting endless fucking amounts of golden waves down in the bottom lane. As it does look like Vitality are going to flip a fucking coin at the Baron. 50 seconds now until the Infernal comes up. And now here's the byproduct of this. Misfits dances with them. They stay parallel to them for the next 20 seconds. They rush into mid like what they're doing right now. They break the turret or attempt to, clear the minion wave, back out through the Wraiths on the right-hand side and capture the Dragoon. Instead, Misfits going to choose to engage, not going to find anything there. And now they give a potential chance for Vitality to go for some sort of a counter engage as Syken is in top lane. Misfits break right, get the fucking dragon. Doesn't matter that there's a Rise up in top lane. He's not going to be able to raise the inhibitor turret. No, instead, we're just going to back up behind our fucking mid-tier 1 turret because we got to rush to get that fucking red buff. God forbid we all just get an 800 or 1,000 gold fucking dragon. Let's all just flip a fucking coin and chase after the goddamn Rise so that we can try to kill him up in top lane, praying that he's a bad enough player that values 100 gold top tier 2 turret. No, let's not get the fucking Infernal. God forbid. God forbid you want to do that. Nice. Excellent. You died too. Great. That's Baron. Well, actually, no, it's not Baron. It should be Infernal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Vitality didn't trade Dragon for Rise. This is absolutely atrocious. Misfits, they're going to get the top turret here. Jinx is, or Kai'Sa is going to get quite a bit of waves. The dragon is still up. Vitality is prioritizing a tier 1 middle turret over the Infernal Dragon. Okay. Now it does look like they have located the dragon on the map. They're going over to it right now. They're going to start it really quick. It looks like Cabochard and Mowgli are going to shred that really quick. And the LEC stream doesn't actually show any of the stats of the champions, which is really frustrating because I wish I could just see how much value that dragon just gave. I don't know what Misfits is trying to do. It looks like they want to it looks like they want to go for a coin flip fight in mid. Now here's the problem: is that there's an Ocean Drake coming up next. Rise is fucking building Spellbinder, and now Misfits are gonna be able to get they're gonna be able to get the Scuttle Crab. The problem now, though, is that Misfits can't do Baron, and unless Vitality wants to int, there's no way to make Vitality do anything, because the next dragon comes up in like 4.5 minutes, and it's an ocean, so Vitality doesn't care about it, so Sylas is allowed to continuously keep scaling. And then on top of that, Rise is going to be allowed to get to Spellbinder, keep farming side lanes. Jarvan gets to Stoneplate, and then Jinx is going to be able to get to 3.5, almost 4 items. And so this is all going to be really, really rough because Misfits' team composition, we talked about this inside of the pick ban, where if they're on the back foot and if they don't have Baron, it's almost impossible to make Vitality actually do anything. And so it's very difficult to move either Sylas. Well, all right, this guy clearly doesn't know what he's doing. So the Rise is dead, most likely. Oh, actually, he's not. No, never mind. No, Rek'Sai is dead, actually. All right, cool. Okay. That's Thomas Kench. Actually, I thought Tom didn't have ult. I don't know why I thought Tom didn't have ult. So Vitality, they pick up Urgot. I mean, so Soaz and Maxlor are down. They should just start the Baron immediately. Does look like they are bringing everyone up. They're going to clear out the Vision. Febivin maybe tries to go for some sort of... Holy shit. All right. Cabochard should just zone Febivin. I don't know what he's doing. He should just zone Febivin. I really don't know what he's doing. I really, really, really don't know what he's doing. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's the end of the game. Kaisa ends up getting away, but it doesn't matter. Baron goes over to Vitality. They have the Smart Comp. They have the Jinx front to back. It's all but over now. So now, if you're Vitality, it looks like Mowgli wants to go Knight's Vow. I guess that's not the end of the world because it looks like Thomas Kench is going to be getting redemption or something. But Jinx picks up a BF sword. I'm assuming that Attila is going to go Guardian Angel, which I do think is the best possible item. And we take another quick look at what's going on here. And so Rek'Sai gets the knock-up, but Seraph's Embrace, a really cool item. Rise is tanky with all the HP. And then Max Lord just ends up getting completely popped because Rek'Sai is still an abomination of a fucking champion past 2.5 items. The real strength of Rek'Sai is power farming and getting ahead of the opposition, in which case it's very difficult for the opponents to recover back from. Very, very much like a pseudo, I mean, not a pseudo, but she is basically AD Nidalee. That basically is what Rek'Sai is, except Nidalee can hit a few spears and change the game. Rek'Sai doesn't have that available, and then Rek'Sai has an extremely heavy reliance on having flash in the late game. So that's really unfortunate. Now it does look like they're executing a 0-4-1, and Seiken is continuing to push, not actually going to get the blue buff. And all that you actually have to do here is you can all just go with Rise. You don't. Everyone should just join with Rise. Everyone should just join with Rise. He almost has the turret. Join with Rise. No, not today. I guess not. Not today. Instead, Mowgli has something different in mind. Join with Rise. Here we go. This is not that hard. All right. And now just, yeah. Rise should move to the left, and the other 4 move into the base, and then Rise... Okay, we're not going to do that. Rise is just going to back up. Looks like he's going to go to the blue. Doesn't really matter, though. Misfits conceding. Mid-tier 3 turret. Inhibitor is going to go down. Rise is coming back in now, shoving in the wave. Another Baron wave is going to come up. Does look like they want to get 2 inhibitors. This is the only timing that Misfits could potentially look to turn the game around, and so... If you're Vitality, you should say to yourself, hey, we're all pooling like 1k gold or more. There's a red buff coming up. We can just take the red buff. We don't have to risk this fight. Because Vitality's sitting on so much gold, but Misfits just came off a Fountain Recall. It doesn't look like it's going to matter, though. Just if there was ever a chance for a fight to go good for Misfits, it would be right now, regardless of how far ahead Vitality is. Like this, no matter what way you want to look at it, this is Vitality's lowest % chance to win the game. Like out of all the options that they have available, this is Misfits' highest % chance to recover. This is Vitality's lowest % chance to secure the game smoothly. So regardless, game ends up ending. Silas build was really bad. Cabochard mismanaged the lane twice that at least I saw relative to Mowgli's position. All right, sorry, I muted. All right, guys, I'm going to give out one more Anivia Chroma. This is going to be another EU West one because we were watching LEC.